So I finally got my new summer wheels. Well, actually they're not that new. I've been driving around with these set of wheels now for about a year now, except for winter of course. But initially bought these SPARCO ASSETTO Garas last summer. Waited for them quite a long time to arrive, and over the last couple of months I've been trying to figure out how to actually get these wheels onto the car without any issues, legal issues in Germany, plus drivability issues on the rear axle. Now I chose these Assetto Garas in matte black. I initially wanted to go for matte bronze, which I thought would suit the car better. However, together with the Nero Etna, which is this kind of blackish brownish color, because it's a black color with red flakes. I really do like the color, but I was kind of worried that matte black doesn't fit the car. In the end, I think it's a very good decision. I'm doing quite a long video now about these wheels because I need to explain to some people how to drive Assetto Garas. There's birds interrupting the video. Now the things I need to explain is how to drive these wheels on the MiTo. You see, the bolt pattern of this vehicle is 4x98mm. These wheels are 4x100. How does that work? Well, these bolts here, they're adaptable, so you can use these bolts to adapt to a different bolt pattern. Works fine with these bolts. This is a standard wheel bolt. Nothing too crazy about that. It's kind of rusty. Nothing moves, nothing exciting. So this is a adaptable bolt. The part of the bolt that tightens the wheel onto the knuckle is flexible. You have, like I said, a movement of around 4mm. See that? Yeah. That also exists as a lug nut. Yeah, it's the same principle. It's adaptable, it's moving a bit. Why do I have lug nuts when this car doesn't need them? If you follow this channel, you'll soon find out why I need lug nuts. Not in this video though. Now you might be asking, what's the big deal here? So why am I explaining all that? Well, here in the front, actually there was no issue fitting this wheel. Only thing I had to do right between the brake and the wheel is this little ring, which is a 5mm spacer. I had to put that here because the Assetto Gara doesn't fit without the ring because of this big caliper. You have almost no room for movement. You see, I can't even put my finger in there. You saw a detailed version of how far this is away now, or how far the distance is previously. So 5mm spacer is required to run these. That is, of course, if you take the same 7.5 by 18 inch with a positive offset of 35mm. Please don't mind that the vehicle is as high as a bus. Of course, looking into suspensions already. These 7.8 by 18 offset 35 wheels do fit in the front with a 5mm plate very well. In the back, it was a different kind of situation. A 5mm spacer wouldn't fit, an 8mm spacer wouldn't fit. And I'm not talking about fitment here, which is now nice, of course, but I didn't really care about that back then because in Germany it's not that easy. In Germany it's not that easy to have as nice fitment as you guys have in wherever you live, anywhere except Germany. So initially I didn't really care about the fitment here. What I'm talking about is the hub center, or the hub of the wheel. 5mm is too much for the little hub, which is just 8.5mm long, to have a hub-centered wheel. Now, if you don't have a hub-centered wheel, it's not that big of an issue. Usually you should go for hub-centered and lug or bolt-centered. But yeah, in this case, bolt-centered, of course, wouldn't work because our bolts are adapter bolts or adaptive bolts. So we can't bolt center this wheel. we have to hub center the wheel. Wouldn't work with 5mm spacers, wouldn't even work with 8mm spacers. I went for 12mm spacers, wouldn't work because the spacer plate wasn't thick enough to go entirely over the original hub. We in the end now finally have a nice fitment that doesn't disturb the driving of the vehicle and is legal, which is a 50mm spacer. Plus a 50mm spacer, of course, gives us very nice fitment here. It's almost perfect, almost. A little bit more would be perfect, a little bit more would cause problems in Germany. So even now, with 50mm, they requested me to put on these, I don't even know how to put them on. It's called wheel arc extension. Yeah, would look very stupid, and as it isn't really needed to go legal with this 50mm spacer, I'm just gonna not glue them on there. No. There's so many requirements for the TÜV, as I mentioned in so many videos before. You'll have to meet these requirements, otherwise your car's illegal. It's same like MOT in Britain, but it's way harder here. You're even not allowed to go with an illegal car on the Nürburgring, for example, during the Touristenfahrten. Sounds very crazy. Touristenfahrten, you know? Tourist drives. But in the end, as you can see, it does work. Why all the hassle with these spacers, you might ask? Just why couldn't I go for the 5mm in the back? You know, you have to think about it. If your wheel isn't hub centered and it's not bolt centered as well, then how does your wheel center? It doesn't. What was happening at above 100 kilometers an hour, which we do a lot here in Germany, you know, above that, the car started to jump, like literally in the interior. You felt like the car was going like this. You know, that's very unsafe. So we should, of course, make sure that the wheel is hub centered at least. Let's quickly go over the tires before I finish this video. I went with P0 Nero GTs, 215/40s. Would I recommend these tires? Yeah, for the looks, of course. I think next time I'd go for 45s or 50s. I don't know what's the next step above. And different tires, because they're not that sticky, not as much as I expected. Of course, it's not a track performance tire, and that's why I want to talk about it, because it's kind of important for you to know. These wheels are kind of light, but in comparison to my original wheels, which are 1 inch smaller, together with tire and air, both wheels weigh the exact same. That's actually kind of cool. But it's not good for track. So yeah, I'm looking into track wheels. I'm looking into a set of track wheels. I'm probably going for the MAK XLRs because it's the cheapest one out there that is fitting to this car without any spacers, because spacers on the track aren't a good thing for your suspension. If you don't know that, now you know. It's slightly influencing your suspension angle, and it's not that good. Anyways, I'll probably go for Nankang tires because I heard they're really good for the price, and one of the cheaper ones out there, but they're really good for the Nürburgring and everything. I know some guys with Miatos that do run these, and yeah. So yeah, if you have any suggestions or any recommendations for track wheels or for a set of track wheels, tires and rims, let me know and write it down in the comments. And if you do like the videos that I make, please be sure to smash like and subscribe if you're new, because that is really helping me out pushing out more videos for you guys. However, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.